Hello friends, how are you all? Hope you are doing great at various aspects of your lives. Welcome to another book review podcast by Team ThinkerViews. If you want to achieve something significant that leaves a mark, you need to think out of the box, work in relentlessly but logically, and need to have will and open-mindedness to analyze things objectively and make the required decisions. There are thousands of people who have achieved this feat by their hard work, analyzing the situations rightly, taking remarkable decisions, and with sheer will. Such journeys often inspire many other fellows. One of the best ways to achieve success is learning lessons from other successful fellows' journeys. So, when we came across a series of books about Indian unicorns by Ashish B, available on Kindle Unlimited to read for free at the time when we have read it, we have decided to read them and share our unbiased book reviews for the same with all our readers. I will share quick links to all these reviews in the description below. Continuing our quest to explore more details about Indian unicorns, we have also explored the poster boy of Indian Fintech, Startup Lessons from Paytm by Ashish B. Today I am going to share my unbiased views and reviews for this book on behalf of Team ThinkerViews. As a matter of fact, despite believing in the phrase, "Don't judge a book by its cover," we acknowledge the influence of a book cover on purchase and or read decisions. As you can see in the podcast cover, the cover page of this book reflects a photograph of Vijay Shekhar Sharma, the man behind Paytm, taken from a conference. You see him talking about some features of Paytm. The background reflects the brand logo and slogan, a typical mouthpiece of the company. It will surely attract interesting readers as per my opinion. What do you think of it? Usually, we talk about a book in two distinguished segments, dedicated to the book story and our views for the same respectively. Based on the genre of this book, let us merge both these segments together. Talking about Indian Fintech and not talking about Paytm is almost impossible. By the way, Paytm is an acronym for Pay Through Mobile. You may not know it. The company is definitely one of the pioneers who changed the way the people of India handle financial transactions. And as they were already quite settled in the field when the government of India has announced demonetization of higher value currency notes, the company was one of the largest beneficiaries of this black money cleanup drive. As people were short of currency notes, they started doing digital transactions and eventually it became a habit for many. By the way, the company got into controversies during those times. The book also mentions the same. On November 8, 2016, the government of India made an announcement that threw the nation into tumult, stripping the legal status of all INR 500 and INR 1000 banknotes of the Mahatma Gandhi series with immediate effect. It continues and ends as Prime Minister for the bold step. While this marketing move sparkled a political controversy, the company is a brainchild of Vijay Shekhar Sharma, a middle-class fellow with humble growing up years. In order to save money, he used to travel by foot for a few kilometers, and now he is the man behind one of the Indian unicorns rose in the recent past. In fact, it is, quoting from the book, India's first payment application across categories to cross over 100 million downloads. Also, the company has drawn investment from many non-Indian investors. While it is beneficial for the company, getting investment from Alibaba irked some controversies too. Quoting from the book, it counts the Alibaba Group of China, the SoftBank Group of Japan, and venture capital from Elevation Capital, formerly known as Safe Partners, amongst its major investors. The organization facilitated amongst $1 billion digital. The book talks about Vijay's humble background in an interesting way. The author mentions Vijay was born on June 7 in 1978 in Harduaganj, Aligarh, in western Uttar Pradesh. His father, Sulom Prakash Sharma, was a highly principled school teacher, and his mother, Asha Sharma, was a dedicated homemaker, working hard to make ends meet. Vijay was the third of 4 siblings and grew up in a rural bubble, relatively isolated from the world at large. Vijay, however, was brilliant in studies. Unlike some fellows who were drawn towards sports or business, having a very little interest in studies, Vijay was quite the opposite. And when you grow up in the middle class environment, it is obvious that you are drawn towards studies and doing hard work. The passion is irked from the sheer determination to change the financial and thus the social situation of your family. And of course, the family does the best it can to support the ambitious child. Eventually, Vijay's further education was done in Delhi. The book mentions him specializing in electronics and communication at the Delhi College of Engineering, or DCE, now known as Delhi Technological University. Vijay, like many other typical Indian students, has completed his primary education in a local language, Hindi in this case. Shifting to a metro city and studying in English medium was a challenge for him. The author made a wide decision to elaborate these points. It will inspire the enthusiasts who are thinking that the language will be a barrier for them in achieving their goals. Here are some segments from the book in that context. The medium of instruction throughout had been the local dialect of Hindi. Vijay quickly realized that he needed to overcome this handicap if everything else was to fall into place. And he leaned towards programming. So he decided to emulate the genius is represented by teaching himself how to code. In fact, quoting again from the book, he continued himself as part of the internet age, regularly donned a t-shirt which said Unix inside, and had secretly named himself Volcanix, much like his favorite comic book character Asterix. A typical nerd, right? Growing up in humble background makes young fellow to start earning at the earliest. When there are campus interviews, usually they love to get selected by a remarkable or reliable company which offers a good salary. Vijay was different, and probably this difference is responsible for his success. This book mentions Vijay chose to embark on an entrepreneurial journey unlike any other. He decided to not settle for a job as a first choice. He was one of the early birds who sensed the rise of internet in the future. Internet was sacred those days. The book discusses Vijay's ventures in programming arena, his projects and other stuff. He seems to be a fan of interesting acronyms and abbreviations. We know that Paytm is an abbreviation which he wanted to make popular as much as ATM. The book mentions about another interesting name, by XS Communications, along with 3 of his college mates. XS was simply an abbreviated version of word access. Of the word access. bearing the tagline, the Internet Giant. Being an entrepreneur, you need to have a different vision and mindset. The book talks about a very important thing in that aspect. He also became familiar with the term golden handcuffs, a standard reference in business terminology that denotes a situation where so much money is given to a person that they cannot leave a company and end up tied to it. Almost everyone working at a remarkable position in a firm or a company or even sports surely has faced the situation. Sometimes your routine is set so nicely you feel comfortable in the work you are doing. Based on your involvement with the entity for a long time, you are given respect and good money both, and your family life is also settled around it. Your loan installments and other expenses are set up so tightly that you don't want to lose that comfort. In fact, unknowingly, it becomes your need, and it often steals the opportunities for further growth from you. The book shares an interesting quote in the same context. If you don't give yourself a chance, who will? If you don't take a chance, who will? And I think you should take a chance on you. Vijay Shekhar Sharma. One more important lesson that one can learn from the book is through the following quote by Vijay. Searching for a business model is equivalent to searching for God. Vijay Shekhar Sharma. That's correct. It is like finding the formula of delivering a commercially successful movie every time. All businesses are different, and a formula worked for a business may not work for the other in the same zone. It depends upon multiple factors. Sometimes you cannot find the reason for success or failure. So think logically, do your assessment properly, and then work hard to meet your goal. Finding interesting lines and link with your business, like Paytm Karo, so it would become a household name, is also one of the requirements. Also, you need to learn from your mistake. You need to close the venture that is not working, and you need to apologize when things go wrong. These all are business requirements which are equally applicable in other aspects of life as well. Understanding human psychology is a key element to run and prosper a business, and is not limited to strengthening business-customer relations. It is applied in management-employee relations as well. Here is an interesting line from the book. Men work for three things: money, title, and job satisfaction, in that sequence. While on the other end, women work for the same three things in the reverse order of importance. I think these quotes are enough for you to determine the quality and nature of writing you can expect from this book. I want to conclude with another interesting lesson from the book. When you find reliable fellows, be it a friend or a relative or an employee, if you find him or her genuine, skillful, and trustworthy, you should remain together. So, when your business is to be expanded, you can easily distribute responsibilities, because no matter how skillful a person is, he or she has limited time and resources to manage multiple tasks. Harinder Thakur, Abhishek Ranjan, and many others are in the key positions, and they are with Vijay since long. Here is one of the one-liners that stayed with me after completing the book. No fear, no greed, no entitlement. The book could have been more detailed in terms of some interesting events. If some incidents are rearranged chronologically, it would have better impact. A lot of this information is available in the public domain, so having something more lesser known or unknown details could have increased the book value in almost every aspect. overall an interestingly written motivational book. It is good to explore this book to understand entrepreneurial mindset. If you want to follow such journey or want to learn from such journey, you should go for it. ThinkerViews rating would be around 7.5 stars out of 10.
So, have you already read the book? Are you planning to read it? What do you think about this book review? Do you find it helpful in deciding whether to go for the book or not? Please do share your genuine remarks via comments below. If you have enjoyed listening to the review, please hit the like button and do not forget to share it with your friends and other fellows whom you think such reviews interest more. Till we meet with our next podcast, bye bye, take care, namaskar.